Hello everyone, my name is Lucifer and welcome to Limerence. This is by the same person who made Fatal Frame, and I think I played one of their other games which they did for a game jam about a time loop and a train. Really cool stuff. I'll link it down in the description below. I recommend you watch those. Very cool games about just things going weird and creepy. And apparently, I didn't know this until I re-looked at their games, and there are so many more. But it's part of a universe. And it's a very cool universe because it's about just the mysteries of things, of how things do and work in said universe, and I want to see it grow. I want to see it expand because I would one day, in hypothetically try to create my own universe, right? And I think the way they do it is fascinating. It's not about multiple things all connecting. It's just about these feelings. It's about these essences of things like death, reality, connecting, which is really, really intriguing and cool. So I thought I'd play Limerence. I think this is the first game within the universe and possibly their very first game. I'm not sure, but it looks creepy. I mean, let's start it. Are you all right, darling? I've been sitting here for 5 minutes and I haven't touched your dinner. Are you mad at me? I don't like dinner. I told you I want breakfast and only breakfast for the rest of my life. No lunch, no dinner, only breakfast for the exception of one lunch a year. Oh. I slowly returned from my dark headspace back to reality, back to the low light of the dining room. Despite the table being fit for a family, it was clear that it had only ever been used for 2 people. For them, sitting where their back was facing the window, so light envelops them like angels scratching on at skin. Oh my god, I thought these for a second, I thought these were like people like screaming and with their arms raised for help. Wow, that is scary. Wow, okay. Ooh, and for whoever they kept change to the other side. It's for your own good, Right, my own good. Not because you're into chains and all sorts of things. I can't have you trying to run off, can I? I would just walk away. I wouldn't run. I mean, my legs aren't that good after leg day. Or perhaps rocking your chair backward and smashing through the glass of the window. I never do that. I didn't talk about trying to smash my head through a window in the stream that I did yesterday. Because then you could seriously get injured or somehow escape. What would I do without you? Shut up, Aaron. I like when you say my name. I think they sit with their back to the window for the ephemeral ethereality, for the visual of the light rays surrounding them like a saint. Oh, I'm sure they like that. I would do that too. It looks very cool. It makes me more of a devious devil, But no amount of pretty imagery can disguise her evil actions. Tonight they cooked chicken lined with rice vegetables that I had watched them chop up minutes before. Their knives for the kitchen. Whoa, the music. Whoa. Their knives for the kitchen are separate from the ones they use for flesh. Never once in my life had I been envious of a blade, of the slick cuts, of echoing sounds between the air and cutting board. Until now, of course. I tugged at the cuffs on my wrist that kept me restrained at the table. Hey, you're staring again. You should eat up. You need the strength for later. I didn't respond. Please, dear. It will be nicer on you with the blades, if you do. Are you blackmailing me? Is this blackmail? I feel like this is blackmail. I reached my right hand up to my neck and stroked my finger over the taut skin of my collarbone, covered in bruises and newly formed scars from slashes across bone. I was gonna say they aren't that bad and they're just, making me chicken dinner, so I must have won some sort of battle royale, but apparently no. They're doing bad. Do you promise? Have I ever lied to you, darling? I feel like you don't lie, but you twist the truth and twist my fate and twist everything around me. No, but you've misled me. That's the purpose of delusion, is it not? It's only in my nature, like it is in your nature, to despise me. I wish you didn't. I wish we've been getting to know each other very well over the last few days. I knew nothing about them, but anything that I have not said of my own volition has been cut out of me. But enough of my ramblings. Eat, please. They gestured to the plate in front of me, accompanied by water in a plastic cup and fork. I hesitated before picking up the utensil. Oh, I love the like. Very cool. I could try it again. Wait, there's a matchstick in front of me. Oh, I forgot that I was just lighting up matches. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear this, but I've taken out a match from the matchbox. I closed it, and now I'm gonna light the matchbox. It is now burning in my hands. It is no longer burning in my hands. I have a matchbox in on my desk for some reason. I don't know when I got it, but I have it now. I could try again. To keep myself on a quarter. They might punish you for even thinking it. Dear. Stab myself? I mean, what not? What is yourself without the reason to stab for? I took a deep breath and pulled my arm back as far as the chains would let me. I'm gonna stab myself right in the throat. Or at least, I tried. It stung like a brief needle in the skin and nothing more. I dropped the fork and felt my neck begging for a wound. It wasn't even bleeding. Damn. Aren't you cute? You already tried that on our first night. Don't you remember the tools are plastic? You don't think I trust you with metal or wooden tools, do you? No. It didn't work the first time? Do you think it would work again? I mean, if you keep trying, something's bound to happen at some point. No. You poor thing. We'll deal with this later. Now eat, or I'll rip the tongue of yours and make it into the best thing you've ever tasted. I wouldn't be able to taste if I didn't have my tongue. So joke's on you! You're dumb. I'm dumb too, so I know. I miss hearing you talk. I picked up the fork again, hesitating, and without another word, I began to eat. The worst thing about Aaron, besides the relationship of them torturing me for their own amusement, was the fact that they're good at cooking. But they would never eat their own work. They would always put out a plate and silverware at the chair and never touch the setup. They told me that they didn't have to eat. Why do you even sit here and watch me if you're not gonna eat with me? It's to make you more comfortable, love. Yes, because comfort comes in bruised ankles and chained wrists. I mean, you know, comfort comes with a cost. So yeah, I gotta pay the facts. I gotta pay for the fact on the tax. It's just weird. To me, it feels right. Dinner isn't just about food. It's also about the conversation and the experience. I think it's something much more sinister. I think they watch me in glee with eyes lighting up like flames, watch me indulge in the only pleasure I have besides sleep. They smirked as I struggled to bring the fork to my lips, both from the shackles and from the feeling of past pain. Is it good? It's always good. You don't need me to tell you that. I reached for the water and slowly drank. The cold stung my throat. I like it hot. Give it to me hot. 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 I'm glad. I like to see you happy. Then why won't you let me go? You're killing me, Aaron. You smile when we leave the temporary piece of the dining table, because you know how I feel about every other room in this sprawling hell. The fear that prickles my neck that you'll plunge a surprise blade into my back and collect the pooling blood to keep in jars. I enjoy seeing you happy, but I enjoy seeing you crying much more. Yeah, no. Okay, alright. There's a pride to it. Even for a being like me, the pride of knowing I've cut up your body skin like a canvas and turned you into the most beautiful artwork that will ever grace my gallery. I caused those tears, and I can just as easily wipe them away. And that's why I'm killing you. For the beauty. For the begging, for the pleading that I've heard from hundreds before you. You're different, though. Oh, thank you. I aim to be different, and I'm trying to do that. I'm the same as everyone else, so you know. You've survived longer than most. You have vigor and fighting spirit, and I think that's why I love you. Oh! Well, I want to quickly load this, go here, leave it alone. It wasn't worth trying. Without another word, I began to eat. Okay, so it's the same thing. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Hey, Aaron. I think, isn't Aaron like also some sort of like big being? I've heard that name before. But that is very cool. Again, this is such a contained thing, and all these games are contained in its own thing, but somehow they're connected through the metaphors and the thing that they bring out. And that's what I'm trying to find. Because in Fatal Frame, it just seems so random at first because of all like just suddenly becoming a personating person, and the person who were taking photos, I forgot their name, but they seem to be some sort of entity, right? And I think I want to play more of these games, more in this universe, to find out more, because I feel like there is more. And if you want more, watch the videos in the description below. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.